Welcome to Expats Everywhere. Can you tell us your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Kelly. I'm from France. I'm born in France, but my parents are Portuguese. And actually, now I live in London.
And what countries have you worked in?
I worked in France. Let me explain a little bit to understand. I'm born in France. Then when I was 7 years, I moved to Portugal. I did all my study in Portugal, and then when I finished university, I decided to go to Paris to have a professional experience.
All right, and you said currently you live in London?
Yes.
What is your job in London?
Now I'm a recruitment consultant, but when I started, I was a nanny.
What does a typical day look like?
Busy. It's like non-stop all the time. It's like I wake up early, I go to my job, I have meetings at 8:30, and normally I finish at 6, around 6, 6:30, then go home, have some gym or workout, always busy.
Do you have any other friends who are expats that have different jobs?
Yes, I do. The friends or the people that I met in London, it was first in a school, because I went to London to improve my English, and my best friend, she worked as a nanny and now as an assistant teacher.
How much can you expect to earn at a job like yours?
As mine, it's like when you start, because I never worked in this before, like between 21 to 23K to start, and then you earn by commissions.
All right, so you have a salary on top of commission.
Exactly.
And do you think this is a normal salary for other expats, or do they look differently depending on your job?
It depends on the background, but if it's somewhere in the hospitality or as a nanny, it's more or less like this amount of money, yes.
And do you think that's enough to live in London?
Well, it's enough, but you have to count to manage your money, because the city is really expensive, but if you think that you're going to progress in London, the good point is they give you opportunities, and you maybe start with 21 or 23K, but if you are good, in 1 year or 6 months, you can have much more money.
So on this type of salary, let's just say 21K, what kind of lifestyle can someone have?
If you are in London and you know the place that you have to go, you can go to a restaurant, and for example, instead of having a 30 or 40 pounds meal, you're gonna have a good one for 15 pounds. You can go to the cinema, because you have some days that you have discounts as well. At the gyms, you have lots of varieties as well. You can have like cheapest one for 20 pounds and goes until 120 pounds.
All right, could someone save money with 21K?
No.
No?
No. But you can have fun, but you can't really save money.
How much money does someone need to be making to have fun and to save a little bit?
I will say at least 25K. Depends if the person is like I love to socialize, to go out, to meet people. This is different. Maybe from somebody else gonna say it's completely fine, 21. I'll say no for me, but 25, you can be okay, good.
So if someone's planning to move to London and they have a job set up, how much money should they take with them just for that first month to get them through before their first paycheck?
3,000 pounds, but in London they do a lot. It's au pair. Lots of people are doing it. They don't know the language, or they want to improve, and it's a really good way, easy way to go to a new country or a new city.
What kinds of things should someone pack, and what's the weather like in London?
Well, it's raining a lot. Don't expect like sunny all the time, but it's easy. You don't have to bring that much. Let's say the normal stuff. How can I say, like, I didn't bring that much. I bring just one suitcase, and then you can buy things there for cheap as well, and you don't need to bring nothing really special. They have everything, and yes, what do you think?
So shopping could be cheap.
Yes, can be cheap.
Is there anything maybe from Portugal that you love that you just can't find?
No, in London you can find everything. It's so multicultural, you can find.
All right, let's change things up a little bit. Do you feel safe in London? Is London safe?
Yes.
So you've never felt like anything?
I never had a situation that I was scared or looking what's going on. No, never happened. Never. But I was always in the center of London. I'm not going like that. Maybe makes the difference, but I always feel, until now, fingers crossed, I feel safe.
Do you know of anyone who has felt unsafe or had any problems?
No.
All right, good. Well, how do you meet people in London?
School. When I first arrived, I came, as I said, to improve my English, and my first friend was in a school, and then at work as well. Let's say, for me, the first number one is the school, then it was at work.
And what kinds of things do you do for fun?
What I do for fun? I enjoy to go to a pub after work. It's really English, but yes, I enjoy it. Sport, they do lots of activities like workouts. Everybody goes to the park, do a run. It's completely usual there. And it's most of the things that I do for fun and to meet people as well, new people.
Was it easy moving to London initially?
It was easy to move in, but then the first year with my experience was quite difficult because first I couldn't speak in English, and it was all new. It was my first time there. I didn't have friends at the time, just had one. And to understand, first I couldn't understand the people, and if somebody wants to move, for example, in my experience for London, don't give up. Because it's true, the first months it's difficult, and I think not just for me, for everyone, because it's all new. You don't know, you don't understand the money, you don't understand how the people are. You don't know anything. And my first year was quite difficult at this point, but then in the other way, to do insurance number, it's completely easy. They are very practical. You do a call, they book you an appointment, and then you have your insurance number like 2 weeks after at home. For that, they are easy. But to in the culture and with somebody that can't speak in English, the first year or the first 6 months, it's not that easy.
Okay, so you would recommend that someone has a beginner level or more for English before moving?
It's always more easy if it's intermediate level.
Intermediate level.
Okay. Otherwise, if she goes, she has to understand that it's not going to be easy, and she doesn't have to give up. Because now, for example, 1 year after, it was completely fine. Now I'm completely comfortable. I love London. I don't want to move away, and it's like my house. It's for that. It's my advice. Don't expect the first months to be amazing. It's going to be because you're going to do lots of tourism, but at that point, you have to challenge yourself.
Would you say that London is a good travel hub?
Yes, absolutely. We have buses, underground tube, like work all the time. You can buy cheap flights as well, and it's easy to go everywhere, in UK or outside as well.
Lastly, what are some pros and cons of living in London?
The pros is you have opportunities. When you can have let's say, I don't say a fluent, but a good level of English, you'll have lots of opportunities. If you are a hard worker, if you know where you want to go, you can meet people from all around the world. It's really multicultural. You can have lots of fun. You have lots of things to do in London. The cons, it's really expensive, and you can't save money. It's only point that it's difficult is if you want to rent a flat, it's expensive. The public transport is really expensive as well. If you want to buy a flat, you have to wait. You have to be patient, and let's hope that you're going to progress in your work, and then you can buy your flat.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Kelly, for telling us about London today.
You are welcome. Thank you.